Good evening, and thank you for joining Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. I am your host, Indiana Shills, back with another episode. We have a new haircut going on right now today. We ended up going to get a haircut last night after work. We're not going to talk about what happened to start work today. I was supposed to start at 10 a.m. Woke up, my alarm said it was 12:02, so I was late by quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead. We have two very special guests joining us. One for the very first time. Let's bring in Local 5 photojournalist Emma Reed and Local 5 reporter Daniel Schuster. Lady and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the show today.
Thank you for being here, Andy.
It is so
Thank
exciting.
you for making it in.
A new haircut.
You know, we had to make it. Thank you so much. We had to make it in today still. We took 2 hours of personal time. I was catching up on sleep, apparently. But
happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it's just, I got to figure out what to do with my alarm. You know, I have my alarm set from 8 o'clock, and then it goes off every 15 minutes until 9:15. And I have no recollection of hearing anything.
Nah, you gotta do it for like every 5 minutes.
I might have to. That might have to be the new thing. Might throw the phone across the room too, so I have to get up.
What do you normally sleep into, like on a weekend when you're not working?
Oh God. Well,
so I was gonna say, because 12 o'clock, sounds crazy to me. Like, to wake
yeah.
up
So it depends on what happens during the weekend. Most of the time, like 12 o'clock's around, probably like, hey, let's get our butts out of bed and try to do something. But if we have a rough night staying up till like 2, 3 in the morning, it's like we might be staying in bed till 2.
Yeah, you must have needed it though.
Yeah, well,
Do you feel good?
I feel great.
Or what was that feeling like when you first woke up?
My first
freak
feeling
out?
was, oh God, Devin's gonna kill me. But Devin has dealt with this plenty of times. Unfortunately, it has happened more than I'd like to admit. But I woke up. I'm like, Devin's like, well, he's always like, either Indy's asleep or he's dead. And I said, well, I'm happy that it was the first option. So we did make it. We're here. Whatever. Let's move on. Daniel, we'll start with you before we bring in Emma for her special moment here. Emma's a little nervous right now, but she.
Should I show what I have?
Yeah, she's got a whole thing of notes here.
She prepared.
I told her this is the most casual thing you could possibly be on for Local 5, and she came ready like she's at a job interview. So, but Daniel, we'll start with your story. You were over at NWTC today for it was like a middle school STEM event, one of the largest in Northeast Wisconsin. I have your reporter package we could play, but we'll let you take the floor here for a little bit and talk about what you were working on.
There's nothing I can put in the words that will do this. What this package is going to do, like it does it so much justice because it's such a visual thing.
Right.
But, STEM. Events like this happen pretty much at a lot of different schools. They're just trying to get kids more acclimated to jobs and math, engineering, science, technology, and there was over 1,000 easily kids today. And they're gonna have over 2,600 kids throughout this week or throughout these next 2 days. The last day is tomorrow, but these kids were just running.
They're amped up, fired up. I mean, probably on a sugar rush.
Oh my God.
Probably had one too many Mountain Dews.
It was funny because right before we left, like the place just poofed. All these kids disappeared, and we're like, "Oh, the event must be over." And we go around and like they're in one of the lecture halls learning something, and I'm like, "Oh, that stinks. They have to go learn.
They got to go do stuff finally."
But they got to do a bunch of hands-on stuff. It was really neat. Robots, handmade.
You got to do some of the stuff too. I saw it was quite interesting. So
I got active. So like I said, the package is going to do all the work.
Yeah, let's go ahead and show Daniel's reporter package I ran in our show just a little bit ago.
Well, learning looks a little different this week for thousands of area middle schoolers. Northeast Wisconsin Technical College turned its campus into an interactive STEM showcase designed to spark curiosity early. Local 5's Daniel Schuster takes us to the NWTC STEM Fair.
A major hands-on learning experience is taking over NWTC. All right, Charlie.
STEM fair is, science, technology, engineering, and math. And the kids get to participate in all these different hands-on activities related to those fields. So, for example, physics, they're riding on a homemade hovercraft. We even have some of the digital arts here, digital media, so they're learning about the science behind photography.
Around every corner, students are lining up to test, build, and experiment.
I'm seeing a lot of big lines at places. I think that a lot of kids are very interested in this. I thought that sticking the toothpick through the balloon was pretty cool.
More than 2,000 students are getting hands-on experience in careers like healthcare, technology, and science, all by doing, not just watching.
Younger students will just write off science or technology. They'll write those off because they don't have the exposure. So by getting to them in 6th grade, we're hoping that ignites that fire a little earlier.
The hope is that one day here turns into long-term interest in STEM classes down the road.
In 7th and 8th grade or freshman year, they're picking those classes. They want to be in those classes because they remember from the STEM fair how fun it is, which will help then build on potentially a career in those fields.
NWTC says experiences like this help students connect what they learn to the careers of tomorrow. In Green Bay, Daniel Schuster, Local 5 News.
Organizers will do it all over again tomorrow as another group of students heads to NWTC for day 2 of the STEM fair.
Perfect. I mean, it's almost like, it's you got to report on the hard news a lot. You get to do something like this. It's almost like you're on a field trip as well because you get to do all this stuff and make pretty cool stand-ups like you did today. So, it's got to be a lot of fun for you as well.
Oh, my God. These days are the best. I mean, I love doing something different every day. It's one of the best parts about doing
That's
this
what
job.
I love about news, right? There's something different every single day.
Every single day, whether it be, something detrimental that's happening or, just hanging around a bunch of kids and being a kid. That's what I got to do today, and that was really awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm glad that translated well onto that package.
Yeah,
I did
absolutely.
have a lot of fun.
There was, definitely. I mean, so many fun things and just a lot to do. And hopefully the activity sparks some interest for those middle school kids.
Right, because that's what I asked the kid. I was like, science to me, at least when I was a kid, pretty boring.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You get to come here and do this.
This is way more.
I don't remember having an opportunity like that when I was a kid. And I was deterrent from, science, physics, whatever it be, especially chemistry. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do not put me in front of do not put me in front of a math book or a chemistry book.
I am right with you, brother.
And that's why I got into this, obviously.
Yeah, I know. Hey, keep the numbers away from me.
Yeah.
Give me the words and let me talk, all right?
Exactly.
We'll keep it nice and simple. So, Emma,
Yes.
we're going to get to you after our first commercial break, okay? Big story from Emma today. She was able to put together a really nice natural, is it called natural
It's
package?
just called like a nat pack.
A nat pack.
Yeah.
She got to put together a really nice nat pack, and we'll get to that right after our commercial breaks here. But real quick, have to give a shout out to Local 5's Blake Bortz. He's not here today. He probably is happy he's not here today. He's finally, as Robbie said, he's turning 18 finally. But okay, Blake, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday to Blake Bortz. I had a lot of fun with Blake over the weekend. We hung out a little bit. So big shout out to Blake. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys right after this 1-minute commercial break, guys. All right, welcome back to Local 5's First 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. Just want to say thank you again for watching. Real quick, before we get to Emma, found out Daniel Schuster's birthday. Tomorrow.
Oh, come on. You spilled the beans.
I had to spill the beans, I mean, everybody's got to prepare. It's a big day for Daniel Schuster.
Yeah, and they asked me how old am I going to be turning, and I'm like, I don't know. I think like 20.
After, like I said, we talked off air. After about 21, it doesn't really matter anymore. So,
right.
Emma, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to go to you and I here. Daniel, you'll still be here. You can butt in, but I don't have a 3-shot slideshow set up. 40 years ago today, the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster happened. Now, you have a long list of notes here.
Yes, I do.
One that you were probably way too prepared for. Now, I obviously wasn't alive. None of us were for this, but, parents and relatives, they were. It was a space shuttle that had launched. They were sending the first ever teacher to space for this teacher program. And unfortunately, just a couple seconds into the flight, completely exploded. Everybody died, unfortunately, on the air shuttle or aircraft, whatever you want to call it. You were over at McAuliffe Elementary School today?
McAuliffe, I believe it is.
Okay, I called it McAuliffe. And,
I think it's McAuliffe. I might be wrong.
all right. Well, anyways,
Oh,
so
We're in the
sorry.
wrong industry.
Krista McAuliffe was the teacher that was on board. This school was named after her. They did kind of a big little remembrance for everybody that lost their lives that day. Explain to me kind of what you went through today and saw.
So I was told that they were going to do like an announcement on their PA system of like, hey, this is what's happened today. They do it every year. And they did the introduction of who she was and how she was important to the school and why she was named after this, why she was named for the school. And the school was built in roughly 6-7 years after the tragedy happened. And basically they talked about her, and then they played John Denver's Flying For Me song right after, and then they held a 73 seconds of silence because that was how long it was before the Challenger exploded.
Yeah, and what I know from things is it's not really it's not a big talked about thing nowadays, but I had watched a documentary actually on the Challenger, and it was one thing that went wrong with it was because of weather. Now, there was something, I don't want to sound dumb or anything, but there was something that went wrong because it was too cold, and then some sort of part malfunctioned, exploded, and this was widely broadcasted on television. People from around the world were watching, and I'll bring Daniel back in here. So
Yeah, that's what I found crazy about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I was watching Stacy report on it and at the desk for the 5 o'clock, I had no idea that so many people. This was a live televised thing.
because everybody was watching this teacher. Now, schools all around the world were watching because it's like, wow, we're sending a teacher to space for the very first time. And unfortunately,
So
everybody's seen that tragedy. And it's kind of one of those moments in United States history, especially for our older relatives, that you kind of remember where you are. I mean, all of us are still too young to remember 9/11. I mean, we're alive. Emma, were you?
I was not alive.
Emma was not alive. Emma's a little younger. Daniel, you and I were alive, but we were
couldn't comprehend.
no. We had. I mean, apparently, I was watching Caillou with my father, but
Yeah, I mean that was in September. I was born in that January, so
Right.
just few months old.
so but it's one of those things that you kind of remember where you were for it, and definitely a big tragedy in the space industry, and just kind of tough to watch for sure. So
Yeah, and that is the school. It's on the east side, correct?
Yeah, it's on the east side.
Yeah, I've done a story at that school before, and they also don't they have a like a space shuttle as their logo? on
They
this?
do. They're known
cool.
as the Challengers, and they have an
That's really cool.
entire wall dedicated to her
Mhm.
with like different models of the spaceship and also American flags that were folded in. I believe they may be replicas, but I'm not entirely sure. That are on the wall as
wow,
well.
yeah, that's really cool that they have like a little tribute to Krista McAuliffe, or however you want to say it.
Hey, so it's the least that anybody can do.
Right.
Like
Oh, yeah.
what can we do if she's gone? So it's an awesome way to remember her. And great job today.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't show the NAP package. I was really excited to show it, but
yeah.
John Denver, we can't.
He
play-
also not a fun fact, but a dark fact. He also died in a
he did
air travel.
He was also selected and had the requirements to go on the flight.
really.
Yes, but you want to know who actually ended up going instead, or who was supposed to go? It was Big Bird.
Big Bird.
From Sesame Street.
Yes, from Sesame Street. But he couldn't fit in
Thank God.
the thing, and that's why she went instead.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
And now a little connection that you have. You are from Hawaii.
Yes, I am.
Now there was a Hawaiian on board as well, correct?
Japanese American, actually.
Okay.
Yes, but his name was Ellison Onizuka. He was
All
from
right.
Kona, actually, the island I am from.
So that's kind of a
Yeah.
personal connection. So, yeah, I mean, just a tragedy, but we continue to remember 40 years later. So, Emma, we're going to shift gears. Show's all about you now.
No.
Oh, yeah. It's all about Emma Reed. Everybody wants to know about Emma Reed. So, Emma, you are a photojournalist. What is a
great
day?
one.
Yeah,
A
a
great
great
one at
one.
that.
Let's put. What does a day in the life at Local 5 look for you?
Oh, that's complicated. It depends on what's
It's
going
all
on.
sorts of stuff.
It's all sorts of stuff. So it depends on the day. I either go to one assignment or I go to like 4. So I go to a variety of different things. I have fun. I work with reporters like Dan himself here. I work with Even Blake.
Oh God.
And yeah, I know.
No, just kidding, Blake. Stop it. Don't. He's gonna text me like, you guys are bullying me.
Yeah, he's gonna text me.
We love Blake. Blake's he's a lot of fun to be around for sure.
Happy birthday,
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, happy birthday.
kid. But yeah, so you get to do a variety of things. You're the one behind the camera, making sure the live shot goes well and stuff like that. I guess one question that I have for you is, what's your most memorable story here so far?
Oh, okay. I actually have a really good answer for this. It was a story about this airplane that was coming in from the south that had 22 dogs on it, and the dogs were going to be euthanized.
Okay.
So they flew all of these dogs here to the Appleton airport. It was like a smaller one, and they had foster families waiting for them when they got there. So I managed to cram myself into the plane with my camera, and I just saw the cages on top of cages and on top of cages of just all these dogs. And being able to talk to the people who were getting the dogs there, holding them for foster as well, it was just such a really cool experience.
Yeah.
And some of these dogs were like puppies that were just on these lists. And I was like so shocked by it. But it was so nice to be able to get in there and get personal with it. I realized I kind of do that with stories.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I do.
That's always a good thing because, it means you're more passionate to make sure everything looks good.
Yes.
And get the good shots and stuff like that. And
I thought you were gonna say going to the airport for when Micah Parsons landed.
That one was okay. Yeah, I was
because she was there for that. Too.
Emma was
I
there
got
for
the
Micah
shot.
Parsons,
That
and
was-
she was the shot for us.
Yeah.
It was you and Carson, right?
Yeah, me, Carson, and our other photog Riley. But I
Who
was
had the
one,
best shot?
I was the only one who had the shot. And being able to see him come off the plane with his kids.
Yeah, which it was great work. I mean, I was back here streaming the whole thing, and
Oh my God, this newsroom that entire week.
it was just hectic, and the newsroom can be quite hectic. Have you ever worked on any political stories, like covering elections at all?
Not elections, right?
I've not elections, but I've covered political officials.
Okay.
Even before I got here, do I tell my concussion story or no?
Go ahead.
So
I mean, everybody wants to know. You already mentioned it. Now you might as well. Floor is yours.
Okay, so I was a photo intern. Before I did video, I did photo, and I was in Pennsylvania, and I was working a charity softball game where there were celebrities. The celebrities were the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
And
Birds.
I was on the sidelines, and one of the Eagles clocked me straight in my left temple with a ball, and I had mild concussion, and I was with another intern who both of us didn't know what we were gonna do. He was freaking out, I was freaking out, but I was more worried about my camera equipment than myself. So,
Well, especially as an intern, you're like, oh God, I
I
can't
gotta
screw
make sure I got all my stuff. So I went to the hospital, found out I had a mild concussion, but I had to work like 3 days later.
Oh gosh.
And I was the only one who was issued a credential to photograph Jill Biden when she was first lady. And I got there. I thought I was fine. Concussion symptoms hit me really hard.
Yeah, they're not fun.
And I got nauseous. They told us to stop drinking water at one point because they couldn't have any open containers open or anything like that. And I was getting dizzy. The lights were so bright. There was a photog who I was at the same event where I got my concussion was there. And she was like, "What are you doing here? Why are you here?"
Yeah,
Gotta go
usually
on
they try to
concussion protocol.
Yeah, they usually try to make you take a week off because I've gotten 2 concussions, both from sports. I got nailed in the head by a pitch, which wasn't fun, and ironically, it was by one of my best friends at the time. We had a good laugh about it. The next, I think I took a day off of school or something like that, but we had a good laugh about that. And then in football, just banged my head, and that was so, but the symptoms aren't fun. They just 1 minute you feel like you're good, and then all of a sudden you can get the worst migraine ever, and it's just
being out of school, you're like, oh, sick, I don't have to go to school, but it's like, oh, I have to sit at home and like do absolutely
you sit in bed, no lights on, and no music.
yeah.
You can't even read.
And I still had to edit photos too from Jill Biden's thing, and I almost threw up in front of her because of my symptoms.
Could you imagine?
Secret Service was actually scared of me.
Well, you learn something new every day. Emma Reed was being watched thoroughly by the Secret Service during a Jill Biden appearance. So, all right, we're going to head to our final commercial break. When we come back, Daniel, Emma, and I will just continue talking. We don't really have anything else planned. Not a whole lot going on in the community today, but we'll be back in just 1 minute, guys. Stay tuned. Well, there's no question that the show is mainly about Emma today, with her being the centerpiece on her debut. Now, apparently, we're showing a little face, according to some of her friends from.
Serving.
Serving, not showing.
Serving.
Well, we are showing our faces too. That does make sense.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly.
We're serving face.
Serving face.
So, Emma, the floor is
face
yours.
buffet.
You get to talk about. Give us a rundown. Oh, that's Dan.
Emma, just start talking.
I don't know what to talk about. What do you want me to say?
Let's do a little. You want to do a little back and forth here?
Sure, let's do that.
Let's do a little. What's your favorite food?
French fries.
From where? Anywhere specific?
Yes. Local spot back home is called Cosmic Cones.
Okay.
Yes, they're known for their slushy, like, ice cream floats.
Okay. Most thing you miss about Hawaii?
Oh my god, the food.
The food?
The food.
Favorite food? It was
Poke bowl from Foodland specifically, the
Okay.
California, or with the spicy ahi, with the furikake, shoyu, and imitation crab on top of it.
So you don't miss the weather at all.
I miss the weather like crazy. Are you saying you're crazy? I miss the heat. Apparently, it's considered cold right there right now, according to my mother, who said it's like 50.
It's 50 there.
It's 50 right now.
I'd be wearing shorts.
I know, so would I.
Anyways, let's see. What else can we ask? Favorite childhood memory?
My dad showing me his cameras.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's probably what sparked the interest then, huh?
Yes, he's a photojournalist like me.
Oh, cool. And then do you photograph sports a lot?
I love photographing surfing particularly. I have like a favorite spot back home, and
Okay.
I'm really good at doing football and basketball.
Okay.
Because I did like basketball for like a little bit, but
Yeah.
then I stopped because I was like, nah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love sports.
Do you do photography on the side?
Yes.
Just stuff like that? You get a big portfolio and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Just of anything?
Yeah.
Nature?
Yeah.
All that fun stuff?
Yeah, there's like my favorite photo currently in my portfolio is a home birth that I took photos of.
Oh my god, she showed me that.
It's pretty good.
That's all. She's got her photos from when you were in school.
Yeah, that was literally
Those stuff. Yeah, she's got.
October of 2023.
And where'd you go to school?
Yeah.
Ohio University.
Okay.
Oh wait, not that one. But.
No.
No, not Ohio University. Bobcats.
The Bobcats.
Yeah.
Maction.
Yeah. Maction. Darn right, Maction. That's a little sport. Let's see. When any plans to go back to Hawaii soon?
I would love to, but can't.
It's just not in
Too
the
far.
schedule. Too far.
Can't.
Favorite memory at Local 5?
That's hard.
I know. There's been too many.
There's so many. Sometimes Saturdays, working with Dan is fun.
Yeah, Saturdays I hear can be
Sometimes.
quite.
Emphasis on sometimes.
Sometimes
it
it
can be a
gets
little fun.
hectic.
Do you have a collection of anything?
Yes.
Are we allowed to say it?
Oh boy.
Smitsky's.
What's that?
Small little green plastic, like glow in the dark guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like these little like things that are glow in the dark, and I have them scattered around my house,
Okay.
and they just glow in the dark when light hits them.
That's pretty cool.
They're like
How many do you have, you think?
I have like 15.
Really?
Yes.
What about the ducks?
Ducks. I do have actually ducks scattered around my apartment.
Emma has gifted me 2 ducks, one with a surfboard, another one with devil horns, I think it was.
No, it was.
Or what was it?
It was what was it? No, it was a triceratops.
Yes, a triceratops. So, and then ironically, on National Duck Day or Rubber Duck Day, I went to Scooters and they were handing out free ducks. So I have a duck from Scooters. It's called like Scoots Beach Club or something like that. I know, it's pretty cool. Daniel, you got anything else? Any questions? This is all about Emma.
I don't like that.
Hey,
When
you
you-
gotta
when you
give
first-
the people what you want.
When you first moved from Hawaii and you got here, like, what was some things that you were like kind of surprised about?
I was terrified of like a lot of things.
Mhm.
Squirrels. We don't have squirrels.
See, this is why you ask those questions.
Squirrels.
There's one thought coming to mind, but I can't say it.
Okay.
Oh, it's-
We'll
There
say
were-
it off air.
There's a lot more white people over here. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, the demographics definitely different from
Oh yeah,
from
it scared
Hawaii
me.
to.
It scared me when I got here, even though I am white myself. But I was scared.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the
Especially
demographic.
like coming from Hawaii, like you're surrounded, you're on,
Oh, yeah.
you're on an island, and then you move into the smack dab middle of the country.
Oh yeah, being
No ocean.
not near ocean anymore
weird.
is so scary. I constantly crave the ocean breeze.
Mhm.
Like it is a thing I write
Well,
down
you got
a lot.
lake breeze.
You got lake.
No, I don't. No, there's a funky smell. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Being from also from a shore town in New Jersey and coming here, and it's like It's like, where's the nicest beach around here? And everybody's like, you just go to Lake Michigan. I'm like,
It is not even close to the
well,
same.
I'll tell you what, Two Rivers.
Two Rivers.
They do have some nice beaches
Yes,
there
Two
that
Rivers.
I really, really like.
Luke Sappy be loving you right now.
I love me some Two Rivers beaches. They have a long stretch of it. They
Mm-hmm.
have some really nice spots out there, but it's like you want to go out into the water, and it's like a 60-yard walk until you get into swimmable water, and it is like 30 degrees in
cold.
July.
Yeah, I'll stick to swimming pools up here.
Yeah.
Preferably hot tubs indoors.
Did y'all hear about Icebeard?
What?
There's in Sheboygan, there's people who will like surf on the ice in like just casually, and there's a guy named Icebeard, and he's called that because there's just ice on his beard when he's surfing.
People surf Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What are their waves like? What's like an average size wave, you think?
Well, it depends because even if it's like interlocked, the wind plays a powerful effect with it. So and then just like the natural, I don't know. I know what I'm talking about, but I can't get it to words. It's definitely a wind.
She's nervous.
I am. I learned a lot about environment and like a lot of stuff when I was a kid. So,
Yeah.
but definitely the wind and also the polarity of the moon also plays an effect.
Oh, all right.
So,
See, we got a scientist here.
I know.
No.
You should have been at the STEM event.
No, I know. That was stuff I used to do a lot as a kid, though. We did a lot of more hands-on experience because Hawaii, you have to learn a lot about like your ecosystem and also the environment you're around.
Yeah.
Like you have to be part of the Aina, which means land,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to learn to respect it and also learn to give back as well.
All right.
Okay, so I did fact check myself quickly before we head out. I'm watching the time. Moderate conditions on Lake Michigan, wave height I'm talking about, 1 to 3 feet in length, and then volatile would be 4 to 6 feet.
All right.
That's actually not that bad.
That's not bad.
Well,
That's
there
not
you
bad
go.
at all.
Emma, you got 20 seconds here. Shout someone out for yourself. Shout out your friends watching.
Hi, Mom. Hi, friends.
Perfect. Well, Emma, thank you so much for joining today. Daniel, obviously, good to have you back as well.
Always.
Unfortunately, you're not the centerpiece today, but it's
That's
great to
okay.
have you.
Can't
Emma,
always be.
hopefully, I know you said you were a little nervous.
Yeah.
You did a really good job, and hopefully we can get you back on First Five one of these days.
We will see.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back on, what is it, Wednesday? We'll be back on Thursday for another fun edition. Until then, we will, I don't know. Goodbye, I guess.